What's going on, everyone? Hope you're all having a great day. Now, one of the biggest debates from the Tournament of Power saga in Dragon Ball Super was just how powerful Kefla was. As the manga and the anime, we got two different iterations of the character. Today we explore just how powerful Kefla is in Dragon Ball Super. In all honesty, I think I could take Kefla. Oh wait, we're talking about a fight. Now, in the anime, we got this climactic fight where we had Kefla vs Goku, where Kefla in Super Saiyan was even able to beat a Blue Kaioken Goku and even had a little bit of a match for UI Sign Goku. However, UI Sign Goku was able to defeat Kefla. Now, one of the biggest questions from the Goku vs Kefla fight was Goku tired? Now, Goku just got pretty much bodied by Jiren a little while before that, and he was fighting against Kale and Caulifla, slowly trying to gain his energy back. Or even Elder Kai from the stands was saying that Goku shouldn't push himself as he transformed into Super Saiyan God and was able to beat Kale and Caulifla pretty badly. However, when Kale and Caulifla ended up fusing into Kefla, they were able to push Blue Goku to the edge to where even Blue Goku had to use Kaioken, and that wasn't even enough. But in my personal opinion, I think that Goku definitely was tired and he was not at 100% when he was fighting Kefla. Now, not saying that a 100% Goku would have ended up beating Kefla in the anime, I think it might have been a toss-up, but I think definitely that Goku just wasn't at 100%, there's no way he could have been. After his fight with Jiren, while Goku was in Super Saiyan 2 when he fought against Kale and Caulifla, he caught a couple blows. Now, in the anime, I think Kefla is extremely powerful, but I think it might is a little bit different just because I think that Goku wasn't at 100% when he was fighting Kefla. Not taking anything away from Kefla, though. Now, in the manga, we got Kefla vs Ultimate Gohan, which is kind of an interesting fight, to where Kefla and Ultimate Gohan ended up knocking each other out, showing that they're about even in strength. Now, one of the big differences in the manga was Kale's power, where Kale was extremely overpowered in the manga, to where Kale was even able to decimate Golden Frieza, and even was almost able to knock out a Vegeta and a Toppo. And keep in mind that Toppo ended up beating Blue Goku in that exhibition match, so just to show how powerful Toppo is. And not to mention that Kale ended up one-shotting Anaraza, and even in the anime, it took 17, Frieza, Blue Goku, Blue Vegeta, and Ultimate Gohan to end up defeating Anaraza, as they all had to work together. Now, when Caulifla ended up fusing with Kale, Kale was losing some of her power as she was even getting kind of wrapped up by some of the Universe 11 Pride Troopers, as she was kind of having a hard time with them, after knocking out a majority of the contestants in the tournament. So now, if we talk about the strength of Ultimate Gohan in the manga, I think that Ultimate Gohan in the manga is a lot stronger than in the anime. Or even in the manga, you might even say that Ultimate Gohan might have even been stronger than a Blue Goku, or maybe even would have been the second strongest fighter that Universe 7 had in the tournament, not counting UI Goku and Blue Evolution Vegeta and all that stuff. Even though in the manga, I think that Kefla was a little nerfed, I would say. Which, it doesn't really make a ton of sense having Kale just be extremely overpowered, and even if she was losing some of her power when they ended up fusing, I still think that Kefla would have the power of Kale and would have some of the abilities of Caulifla, as the fusion's just OP in Dragon Ball. But it really shows, I think, kind of, the two things, to where just how powerful Ultimate Gohan really was, and that Kefla might have been a little bit more nerfed in the manga than we saw in the anime portion. So even where Kefla ended up, when Kefla showed up, even Jiren and Blue Goku stopped their fight, and even Goku thought that he was going to have to deal with this really quickly before Gohan ended up stepping in. Now, in my personal opinion, I think that Kefla's power is somewhere in the middle, to where I think that Kefla is extremely powerful, but might not necessarily be as kind of nerfed as she was in the manga, but I don't think she's necessarily as powerful as she was portrayed in the anime. To where, like I said earlier, that if a Blue Goku was at full power, or even a full power Blue Kaioken Goku, that maybe that Goku would have even been able to compete with Kefla. Not saying that Blue Goku would have ended up winning or even defeating Kefla without even going UI, but I think Goku would have put up a much better fight, and I think it would have been a lot more even. Well, in the manga, I think, like I said, that I think Kefla's power was a little bit nerfed. Not that Ultimate Gohan is pretty much Chadhan in the manga and was able to defeat Kefla, who's a fusion, which we know just how powerful fusions are in Dragon Balls. We've seen Vegito and Gogeta just go nuts, and even Gotenks. But overall, Kefla is an extremely powerful fighter and one of the strongest fighters in the entire tournament. Now, like I said, I think that Kefla is probably in the middle grounds between the manga and the anime, to where Kefla is extremely powerful, but might not necessarily be as powerful and portrayed in the anime, but as kind of nerfed as she was in the manga. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.